Imagine waking up and realizing everything you own online, your money, your identity, your memories is gone. This isn't a sci-fi movie. It happened overnight to an unsuspecting family in Texas, and it can happen to you too. Let's see how it happened to them and what we can do to stop it from happening to us. Welcome to our channel, where cybercriminals and security experts break down real attacks so you can better protect yourself. We cover topics that are in the news and help you understand how they affect you and what you can do to prevent them from happening to you. Before we start, please remember to hit subscribe so you don't miss any new videos. This is the story of the fam, an average American family of 5 with 3 young kids who lived in a nice house in a quiet neighborhood. Their names have been changed to protect their privacy, but this is their story. The dad was 37 years old and worked in sales. The mom was 35 and worked part-time as a realtor. They were active in their church community and enjoyed hiking, traveling, and camping with their kids. Now, the family had a pretty typical day. The wife woke up early to take her daughter to her gymnastics class. She paid for the class via Zelle from her bank account, then sent a text message to her husband about it. Meanwhile, the husband was still asleep, but he got a notification on his phone from his online bank. Now, it was a weird notification. It wasn't an alert saying that someone logged into his account or tried to transfer money. It was a statement saying that someone transferred $100 from his savings account to his wife's checking account. He didn't know anything about it, but he didn't think much of it either. He assumed that his wife must have initiated the transfer the night before when she was paying for the gymnastic class, maybe because she wanted to help her out or because he knew she needed the money for something else. So he just dismissed the notification and went back to sleep. He didn't know that an attacker had hacked into his email account and found the Zelle payment request. So they used the information they found there to log into his online bank account and make the transfer, but that was only the beginning. Later that day, the family did their normal routine. The dad took the kids to school and then started working from home. The mom picked up her son from his martial arts class and then started browsing real estate listings on Zillow. Both parents checked their phones throughout the day, saw notifications about the money transfer and also about other small charges, but they didn't think much of it. They just figured that maybe they clicked on something they shouldn't have or entered their credit card information on some sketchy website. They couldn't remember doing any of that, but they didn't really worry about it until their friends started calling them about weird messages they received from the family. After reviewing their email accounts, they realized that someone had hacked both the husband and wife's email accounts and was sending scam messages from them. They didn't know how it happened, but they knew they had to act fast. They contacted their bank to initiate a fraud investigation and freeze their accounts. But by that time, most of the money was already gone. The thieves bought gift cards with the stolen money and redeemed them on various cryptocurrency exchanges. There was no way to get that money back. They also stole all of the family's photos and documents from their cloud storage and social media accounts. The family was devastated. They had lost all their precious memories and their life savings in a matter of hours. The family spent weeks trying to undo the damage, contacting every company involved, filing police reports, and changing their passwords. But it was too late. The damage was done. The experience left them feeling helpless, violated, and hopeless. But they weren't the only ones affected. All of their friends and family had to deal with the fake scam messages, and some of them even lost money because of it. It was a nightmare. So how did it happen? How could such a thing happen to an ordinary family? A cybersecurity expert reviewed the case and found some answers. The expert believes that the attack happened in 2 phases. First, the attackers infiltrated the family's accounts through a series of small mistakes. Maybe they found a suspicious email or clicked on a phishing link, or maybe their password was leaked in a data breach somewhere. But whatever the reason, the attackers gained access to one of the family's accounts and used it as a launching pad to attack the rest. Second, once they had access to one account, they used the information they found there to trick their way into other accounts. For example, they could find the Zelle payment request in the husband's email account and use the information they found there to log into his online bank account and make the money transfer. Then they could use the wife's phone contacts to log into her social media account and send the scam messages to their friends. It was a coordinated and systematic attack that exploited every little mistake the family made. The expert believes that the attack was carried out by a group of professional hackers who specialize in stealing people's identities and selling them on the dark web. They use sophisticated techniques and tools to infiltrate people's accounts and steal their money. And they don't care how much money they steal. They steal hundreds of thousands of dollars from wealthy people, and they steal hundreds of dollars from poor people. All they care about is making a profit. But how could such a thing happen to an ordinary family? How could they be so careless? Well, they weren't. In fact, they were more careful than most people. They used strong passwords and two-factor authentication, and they didn't click on suspicious emails or download sketchy files. They were just victims of circumstance. Their passwords were leaked in a data breach somewhere. They got infected with a keylogger virus that recorded their keystrokes and sent them to the hackers. Or maybe they were targeted by a zero-day vulnerability that exploited a new and unknown security flaw. They didn't know how they were attacked. They just knew they were attacked. The sad thing is that this is not an isolated case. It happens all the time to people who are not careful. And it can happen to you too. Even if you are the most tech-savvy person in the world, you are still vulnerable to social engineering attacks, zero-day vulnerabilities, and other unforeseen circumstances. The only thing that can protect you is being proactive, not paranoid. You need to be cautious, but not fearful. You need to take steps to secure your accounts and data, but you don't need to live in fear of hackers. You can do simple things like enabling two-factor authentication, using a password manager, keeping your software updated, and backing up your data regularly. These are easy steps that can make a huge difference in your security. The family lost everything overnight: their money, their identity, their memories. It was a devastating blow that could have been avoided with just a few simple steps. One family's tragedy can happen to anyone. It can happen to you. It can happen to your friends and loved ones. It can happen to anyone who has an online presence. But you are not alone. There are many people who have experienced the same thing and recovered. There are resources that can help you recover from such an attack, and there are experts who can guide you through the process. You just need to know what to do and where to go. Don't wait until it happens to you. Don't wait until you become the next victim. Take action today. Secure your accounts today and protect your future. If you want to learn how to do that, watch this video and follow the tips. If you want to hear more stories like this, stay tuned and watch our next video. In our next video, we'll break down the top 5 ways hackers target families. You don't want to miss it. Thank you for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss any new videos. Also, feel free to leave a comment below with any thoughts or suggestions you may have. We would love to hear from you. See you in the next video.